It's also going to affect people who do porn on the top level.
Porn rap star. What's up? It's your boy Drizzy Drake, and you are now rocking with Pain.
Now,
live on the stage, back on my shit. Now I'm beating dick to a porn thing. Back to my rap shit, no cap shit. Can't say shit. Just trying to be good, straight up, man. Your boys can't watch from the sideline. As I get mine like a rip tide. Don't get carried by the rock side. As I try to get my broke head sights apartheid. Top spot, I'm coming after your laughter. For me boys who thought it was safe after I left the game. Now I'm back at the game. Ain't a damn thing changed. Still the same. The only thing that changed, I got some gray in my man.
what's going on, smokers? How you doing? I know this is a late smoke this over this week, but nonetheless, I'm giving you something. So it is time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know I am Ken Summer Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find all my links. Excuse me, real quick. We do a little. Find all my links with one link. allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Y'all know the sponsors for these episodes, of course. PassDat Apparel. Please check out the link in the description. SmokeKind.com. The king of THCA, mail right to your door, as well as SaraJCBDs.com. Please use the promo code BOBBIE to get 10% off of your order and your next order of her wonderful line of pain and stress relief made with CBD, including lube. Remember, BOBBIE gets you 10% off your order on SaraJCBDs.com. And don't forget about my wrestling podcast, which is out now. I reviewed Shay's top event. You know, it's their last event. You know what I'm saying? Great show. Please check out Pro Wrestling Smoke, where I give you that wrestle talk with some smoke. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, how y'all doing today? Yeah, it's been busy for me, man. That's why I ain't had a chance to drop this episode until today, Friday. And was actually motivated to do so. Because, you know, I talk podcast business, I talk porn business, I talk all that. I'm very transparent with my shit. And something kind of irked me. And the reason why I saw a post. Now, it was an interaction I had with a lady who my fans been asking me to get her back on and wanted to see if she, you know, was interested in being in the premium smoke room. And she alerted me. She was like, she's not doing any podcast, any nudity, anything unless she's getting paid. I said, okay. I said, well, right now I'm not paying anyone. Thank you for you being on the show and so forth. Now I see a tweet saying, don't harass people if you're not going to pay them for doing something dick and nude. Okay. Now, me, I know when they say hit dog holler. Well, then, yeah, she hit the dog. Because I'm not stupid. I was born in 1975, not yesterday. Baby girl, if you're going to say something to me, you could have said it into a DM. Actually, you could have just at me. Because, I mean, I don't believe in subliminals. So, but I feel you. I was respectful. I wasn't disrespectful. And harass you, no, I haven't harassed you. I might hit you here and there, but I have never harassed you. Actuality, I probably would have stopped hitting you if your ass just hit me back in the DM and said I'm not interested. Instead of just ignoring the tweet. It's called being professional. Nothing, you know what I'm saying? No shade. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You went on Smut Talk and he paid you to do what you did. I am not Smut Talk. Much respect to Smut Talk because they doing big shit. But no, I don't pay the girls to do anything. Actuality, I don't blame him for paying y'all because he gets y'all to do a lot. See, let me tell you what happens on the Premium Smoke Room. The girls has the option to flash their tits, to pull their tits out. They don't have to. All I ask for them to dress sexy and show off the outfit. That's it. The rest is up to them. You can ask any of them. Funny how the white ladies ain't got a problem, but it's the sisters. And I'm not even mad that you want to get paid. That ain't what it's about. That little subliminal shot was not needed. And that's what I mean. That's the shit that us men talk about. It's not saying no, it's what you do after no. I got much respect for this lady. She is like one of the baddest in the game. Actually, you could have just said, look, I'll come on the Smokers Lounge, like Madison Black said. She said she didn't want to come on the Premium Smoke Room. She said, I'll come on the Smokers Lounge. I said, that's cool. I got no issue. If girls want a copy of the interview, they can get it. None of these fuckers ever asked for it. What I supposed to do? The reason why I even did the Premium Smoke Room was because I had females who asked could they pull their tits out. A couple of them actually flashed the damn camera. I couldn't even put it on YouTube. See, at the end of the day, I don't pressure nobody to do anything. No, I don't pay any of these ladies to come on the podcast. Because at bare minimum, the most you're doing is pulling out your tits. You do more, you put more than that out on your fucking Twitter. I'm not asking them to if they pull a dildo out, I actually state to these females, the only thing I prefer you to do is at bare minimum is pull your tits out, leave them out there in the shows we talk. If you got a sex toy that you're selling, you can pull it out. We might talk about your solo. She pulls out a dildo. I never once asked them to shove a dildo in their throat or in their fucking pussy. Because I have a goddamn podcast. I am not, once again, smut talk. I am not Lana the Plug. Lana the Plug and them, they interview you, then fuck the shot your ass. It makes sense for them to pay you. I don't even need to get 2257 and my release forms from you motherfuckers because y'all ain't doing shit but showing tit. If they want to see what you can do, I actually pull up your fucking page and show it to the people. Your Twitter page. So understand this, for anyone to think that I get these girls to do anything X-rated, I don't get them to do shit. At bare minimum, they can pull their tits out. And you know how many females have not pulled their tits out in the Premium Smoke Room? A lot. I didn't bitch. I didn't moan. I didn't see and look disappointed. I wasn't upset. None of that shit. And let me make this clear. If I ever pay to have anybody on my fucking show, it ain't gonna be no goddamn porn star. It's gonna be a motherfucking celebrity that can give me fucking numbers. Let's keep it 100. My platform is about a conversation for the business, sexuality, and everything that comes with it. The only reason why I even asked the girl to show tits was one, once again, girls ask, can I show tits? I have girls that rather be on the Premium Smoke Room than the Smokers Lounge. And I try to get them on the Smokers Lounge. I want you to think about that for a second. It's not even in person. So I'm paying you for what? To be on the TV screen. Only the females that choose to pull tits out choose to do so. And I don't want them to show pussy. That's if they choose to. But I don't require it. I say, this is the exact speech. And it's funny that she didn't remember that speech. I guess that was so long ago since we last talked. I said, optional. this at the discretion of the model. Bear, if you don't pull out no tits, that's fine. Just wear a sexy outfit. It had the nerve to say clout. I didn't know my podcast is that big enough that it was clout. No, seriously, I think is she saying that my podcast is so big and well known that females do the shit for clout? But what are they doing? Nothing no different. Actually, many of the girls that show their tits on the Premium Smoke Room, they show their tits on their Twitter page. I ain't going to motherfucking Twitter page and see them get they asshole dug the fuck out this bitch. And all I asked for is bare minimum, didn't pull out the tits. Anything is extra. I had ladies that had their submissive up there and they did a section. I done been inside of content houses. And see, the reason why it burned me, because when I sit here and be professional, be nice, I get fucked over. I get shitted on. All because I want you to come back on the show. Had no issue come on the show the first time. We talked about it. You said you were down for doing the Premium Smoke Room. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, you went on Smut Talk on their page. I have no issue with any lady being paid. That is fine. I do not pay. That's facts. I'm not changing that. Because you want to know why? Janice Hart, whatever her name, she went on Joe Budden, didn't get paid. She went on Angel White, didn't get paid. And Angel White got content to put on her Patreon. So please explain to me, why would I pay? And the biggest names that went on some of these podcasts, and every last one of them podcasts, they didn't get fucking paid. Bonnie Blue, when she did that bullshit with them white boys, she didn't get fucking paid. It's called exposure. Because whether you like it or not, whether you ladies want to admit it or not, the main reason why every last one of these porn stars are now getting a podcast, because my shit reaches more motherfuckers than y'all goddamn OnlyFans. That's a fact. I'm not saying I'm the biggest or most known podcaster, but the reach is growing. So, no, I'm explaining this because understand this. You can say hit dog hollering. Yeah, I'm hollering. Feel a little disrespected here. Because technically, the reason why I hit you up is business. You want to know why? Because a lot of you fuckers don't check your emails. You damn sure don't check your DMs. And I thought we were cool. So, I said, if this ruffle feathers, I don't really give a shit. Because once again, having a platform, that's the point. Because no, I'm not going to get disrespected and not say shit. But no, everything's a teachable moment. See, let me make this clear. When I started this journey, I didn't want to do video. I didn't want to interview people. I didn't want to do none of that shit. It grew to where I ended up doing that. I wasn't looking to have a network. I wasn't looking to have podcasts that I co-host with people. That I make money with them. I mean, do y'all really think podcasts make a shitload of money? See, because here's the difference. When you go on Loyal Fans and you go in my store, it's my porn. I have not shot nor fucked anybody that's been on my show. I did not contact them Actually, the first time I contacted you was about the Clean Show. The Clean Show. Not the Dirty Show. So if it was about clout, why the fuck would I have you on the show when you don't show shit? I would have jumped through your ass on the premium smoke room. Let me tell you why I do that, so y'all understand. To see what kind of traction you give me. If my fans is listening and they're watching, and then they might hit me with DM, oh, yo, can you get in the premium smoke room? Especially my subscribers. Smokers, can you bring it back? So I bring them back. That's part of my shit. It's bringing people back. I ain't a one-time podcast. But it's fine because at the end of the day, I ain't everybody's cup of tea, and I can give two shits if I am, man. I'm 50. But what we ain't gonna do is make it seem like I was bugging you, bothering you, all up in your ass and shit like that. Nah, boo-boo, it ain't that serious. Because at the end of the day, you could have just sent a DM and said, I'm not interested. I'm sorry that you're having a bad day, but you ain't had to take it out on me. I'm sorry. But I love you, and I forgive you. But understand, the disrespect was loud. My response had to be loud. That's why I went on the loudest platform. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and the whole nine. And here's the whole point. Out of respect for you, I ain't even say your name. Because I do respect you, and I do like you, and I think the world of you. I think you're one of the baddest in the game. Trust me on that. But let me make this clear. My business is my business. I am not smut talk. Actuality, he ain't me and I ain't him. I ain't got a bad thing to say about smut talk. Much respect to them people. Much respect to Blackout. Much respect to all the podcast people in this space. But I can't help to see how a lot of motherfuckers been entertaining a lot of shit that I've been doing. I'm just saying. See, at the end of the day, my shit is, I'm not bragging. I'm not talking shit. I'm not being arrogant. No, the numbers don't goddamn lie. I'm running neck and neck with fucking decisions. Motherfuckers. Put some respect on my shit, please. I mean, hey, I tell you, if these girls come on my show, it's clout. I didn't know like I said, I didn't know my platform was clout material. I thought they just wanted to come on for conversation, to get hurt and tell their goddamn story. I didn't know I was clout worthy. Damn. I'm trying to kill misconceptions. I can give two shits about you, how big of a dick you can take down your throat. We see that on your page. We want to see what your brain work like. We want to see what that brain do. Not to say, yeah, I want to see what that mouth do. I want to see what that brain do. I want to see how these ladies make their money. I want to see how they build their brand. I see enough podcasts of motherfuckers talking about how much money these bitches made and how much dicks they take every day. But how many times you hear the conversation of the work they got to put in? How lonely it is to be a fucking porn star in this business because your ass got to stay goddamn tested every 14 days. How many of us have 9 to 5? Oh, and the real shit, it takes time to make money in this business. That's what I talk about. That's what the Smokers Lounge is about. That is what STO podcast family is about. You see, motherfuckers take the time out to listen to the goddamn podcast, maybe they understand that shit. Because I get it. Because my ass don't do in person, which is coming. Oh, I guess I ain't a real podcast. I guess I'm not big. I don't have a reach. Really? I have a wrestling podcast that's number one on one of the top platforms. Get off my goddamn dick. I'm right now ranked in the United States and at least 30 other fucking countries. Get the fuck off my dick. Oh, and my subscribers, they don't leave. See, at the end of the day, it's edutainment. I want to entertain and educate you at the same time. Yeah, you seeing tits when we talk halfway through the show. But the conversations is real conversations. That is what my podcast is about. The Breakfast Club don't pay a goddamn soul to come on their shit. But I bet you every last one of you bitches will break your neck to go on there. Pout my ass. But thank you for letting me know that my platform is clout worthy, though. I didn't know that. But I don't do this for clout. I don't do this for controversy. I do this to kill misconceptions about the people in our business. If that makes my podcast boring, well, I'll just be a boring ass podcast. If it makes them other podcasts way better than mine, well, then I guess they're better. I said this. I want to see more porn stars with their own podcast, so more people can learn about this business, from the ones that are trying to get in it to the people that watch. We already got the FCC fighting on behalf of us when it comes to they can't tell us what we can put up. That is fucking with freedom of speech. And then if we can get some more government help, we can really fight these fucking bullshit laws that ban us from being seen. That's the difference. I'm in this to make a difference. And to make a little bit of money. Oh, and by the way, you want to talk about pay? Okay then, mama. Let me break this down to you. I got 2 co-hosts who get a cut of what the Premium Smoke Room fucking makes. They get a piece of what the Smokers Lounge, what STO probably can bring it, what brings in. I pay partners. I don't pay guests. I make money with people. I help people fish. I don't feed them fish. That's why I have a network. I got a payout coming next month. I break bread with people. Name me in the podcast to do that. I ain't talking about paying a guest, no. Because pay a guest is one fucking time. She gets a cut. These ladies get a cut of what the Premium Smoke Room makes. We have 50%. I have 50% ownership in their podcast. and it's split 3 ways. They include if my porn sales. I'm here to empower people, not just fucking pay them. Cause what the fuck me paying you gonna do anyway? That gets spent up when you go get some weed and go goddamn fill up your gas tank lately. And what, I'm gonna pay you $500. If I'm gonna pay you $500, I might as well goddamn pay your ass for a scene. Tack on an extra $3. And we just go ahead and fuck. Oh, even better, an extra $2, we can do anal. I'll pay for a scene. I ain't paying for nobody to talk. And you ain't in the same building with me. I'll pay you for a shoe. But I ain't paying no gas. No. Economics. One-on-one. I hate to tell people, podcasts, whether it's smut talk, whether it's pillow talk, whether it's plug talk, whether it's phone sex with Lily. And these people that I respect and love, Jiggy talk. Jizz talk? Jizz talk. Gotta tell y'all something. They have more of a base than your top porn star. They have a bigger listener base than some of the top money makers in fucking OnlyFans. And like I said, this is part of the reason why I hate the porn business. Because y'all claim foul and victim. And some of y'all women do some of the illest shit in this business. Y'all do some underhanded bullshit, but scream that men ain't shit. Get the fuck out of here. If we ain't sucking or eating your pussy, kissing your ass, we ain't shit. Don't keep that same energy. And ain't to one female. No, that's to a whole bunch of them. Because at the end of the fucking day, like I said again, I don't beg nobody to come on my show. All I ask is, if I hit you up, hit me back, yay or nay. Because, see, if you want to be technical about it, you know what's sad is that if you go on my YouTube, my highest viewed video is with a white chick named Rebel Rider. Last year, my most listened to episode was with Sienna Ray. What'd that tell you? I'm in the top 10 percentile of watch videos on Spotify. I can tout numbers. Clout? Well, yeah. Well, guess what? I can give you good clout. There's a difference. My shit getting heard and seen everywhere, including loyal fans. Because even with some of those podcasts, I put the audio on Spotify and all that. So even if they don't see it, they hear it. Why would you think my subscription's been bumping? I'd rather make money with somebody than to pay them. Now, if I want to pay somebody, I'll pay your ass for a shoot. I'll pay for a shoot in a heartbeat. I'm not paying nobody to come on my fucking show for you to get exposure from my base. Because honestly, some of you ladies don't bring shit to the table with your interview as far as viewership. But don't get it twisted. The ones I ask back and I tap on the shoulder is a reason. For the fans loved you. You made an impact. And shorty, I'm not lying. She made an impact. The fans asked for her. But like I said, it just irks me that my sister wanted to send subliminals at me because the way I run my business. And then say I harassed her. Really? Wow. Okay. If we bump into each other at the convention, keep that same energy because I don't forget shit. So if you walk past me, you try to speak, and I look through you, think about that damn tree. Because see, I'm going to keep it professional. I'm going to keep it G. Yeah, I could easily just, my old self, I could have called you out your name and fashion, all that shit. But no, I'm more mature than that. I just wanted people to understand this is how I run my business. I don't ask none of these girls to do anything X-rated on the premium smoke room. I even tell them, no, I prefer you will not shove a dildo in your pussy. If you choose to do so, that's at your own accord. But I prefer for you to keep that to where your fans got to pay for it. The only thing my people need to see at best is your tits. And only why I'm saying something because that tweet, you ain't gonna send a shot at my black ass, and I ain't gonna answer the motherfucker back. Let's make that clear. Especially when I ain't said shit to you. I was out of the way and respectful as fuck. And like I said, it's crazy. We're gonna bump into each other because I know your dumb ass gonna be AVNs. And I know your ass gonna be in one of your conventions. And like I said, I'm gonna look right through you like you ain't fucking invisible. And please do the same for me. Even we around mutual people, trust me. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna be funny. You're gonna feel some type of way because I'm gonna say hello to everybody around your ass. And you're like, why you ain't speak to me? I'm like, because I don't want to harass you. And I'm not about to go in your DMs and actually say that because I'm not stupid. I saw the timestamp. And then the sad part is, I was tweeting you because I DM'd you. All you had to do was just say, I'm not interested. No. Because I understand you ladies are busy. Y'all doing a lot of stuff. I done had ladies, I hit them up a couple of times throughout the month. And then finally I get them and guess what? They're like, oh, I'm sorry. I just been busy. Yada, yada. Yeah, let's do the show. I had a female that told me that she wanted to get paid and then came back. Now she wanted to do the show. And I ain't got to pay her. See, like I said, Vlad pays people, but look who the fuck he's paying. Ain't nobody on my show to that level. And no shade to anybody that be on my show. I ain't even to Vlad's level. But the point being is, at the end of the day, this is how I run my company. This is how I run my business. And it's been doing very well. 3-time AVN nominated. And let me make this clear. Not nominated for giving dick. Nominated for me talking. Not nominated for me busting a nut in the girl's face and got them being part of a gangbang or a threesome. Me talking on a mic. And yeah, I'm getting outside because, like I said, I will be in Phoenix, Arizona in 2 goddamn weeks for my birthday. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there. I'm looking to have a good time. I'm looking to go to Hush, you know what I'm saying? And see whatever shenanigans I ain't getting into. Interviews, I got 2 shoots, you know what I'm saying? Everything good. Hold on one second. Y'all know what it is. And like I said, I plan to be out there for a good week. And if you're a fan of Smokers Lounge and you're a fan of Smokers Lounge and, well, and you have to see me, come up and say hi. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have me a good time while I'm out there. But yeah. But when I want y'all to smoke over and understand, I guess. And like I said, if I ruffle feathers from people hearing this, I don't really give a good goddamn. Cause I ain't got a dog in this fight. I ain't trying to shoot with none of you motherfuckers. Most I want to do is interview you. I am no longer a talent. I am a fucking podcaster. See, once again, women want to bring whole practices to a different genre. No, this ain't gonna work. Like I said, those podcasts that pay, look at what those girls got to do to get that pay. And I'm not knocking those podcasts for doing that. Because that's what works for them. That was getting kicking. I have my way of doing things. I have my lane. They have theirs. But let me make this clear. What I ask girls to do is nothing, no more, actually less than what the fuck y'all do on your own goddamn Twitter pages. Y'all do Titty Tuesdays on goddamn Miss B Nasty's goddamn thread, excuse me. I don't ever ask a girl to do anything X-rated. Not once. And see what's crazy? I hate to say it. It's always the sisters. Always looking for the quick way to the money, huh? But see, fast money leaves fast. I'm trying to make money in my sleep, and by the grace of good Lord, I've been doing that. Why the hell you think I'm going to Phoenix, Arizona? Yeah. So, like I said, no shade to Shorty and much love to her. But that tweet, you out your goddamn mind. If you think I'm going to let that shit fucking slide. And you can sit here and say, that wasn't about you. No, bullshit. Yeah, hit dog, motherfucking holler. Ah! You goddamn right. And the dog will fucking bite too. Because I never disrespected you at no time. And I hate when I give respect to people and they don't offer the same in return. So like I said, since you feel that I harassed you so much, if I see your AVNs, I see you Exotica, keep that same energy. because I'm not going to speak to you because I'm going to be afraid that I'm going to harass you. I don't want to go to jail. I don't want the cop to come knock on my door and say, "Excuse me, Mr. Lucas, we need to arrest you for harassment of a model." I harassed you through Twitter with a tweet maybe once every 3 to 4 weeks. I thought you were better than that, way more professional, darling. I guess I was wrong. So with that being said, you know we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Don't forget, hit that QR code. Subscribe to Premium Smoke Room. I'm out.